Hello, beloveds. Welcome back to I Practice. So, by way of an announcement, I hope to, or my plan is, to meet with you guys, at least once a week, depending on what my schedule is looking like. Hopefully more, but as of right now, my commitment to you is a video once a week. So let us get started. I was talking to one of my friends this week. Oh, yeah, I'm wearing my Power Ranger shirt. It's like one of my favorite shirts, so feeling kind of powerful right now. Um, so I was talking to one of my friends this week about her meditation practice, or the lack thereof. She wants to get started meditating, but she's not quite sure how. And I think that the biggest issue with people who want to start a meditation practice is they overthink it way too much. I was sharing with her when I began my meditation practice, it was difficult for me because, first of all, I had no idea what to do. And so I YouTubed all these videos and I read all these books and I listened to all these different things about what should be the right way to meditate. And I realized that none of that applied to me because none of that took into consideration the things that were happening in my life. So I decided to take this journey and learn to meditate the way it suited me. Now, to begin my practice, it was really difficult because I had a really, really hard time just sitting down and being still. And before I could even get to the whole clear your mind and, become one with your breath, all of that stuff, I had to figure out a way for me to just sit down and be still. As adults, oftentimes we tell kids, like, be still, sit down, stop moving. And their hands and arms and legs are all flying all over the place. And they're like, I can't be still. And it's true, they can't. We barely can. And we forget that oftentimes our bodies and our minds are interacting in a way that just makes it incredibly difficult for us to just be. So I wanted to share with you all, and as I shared with her, for months, maybe a year, I think, before I could get to any of the complete part, I guess you would say, of meditation, I had to focus on just sitting still, just being in a space and not feeling like I had to do something. We live in a society that kind of tells us if you're not moving, if you're not working, if you're not doing something, then you're not being productive. That is completely not true. Okay? I am here to tell you that that is not correct. That's not a factual thing. It's not a thing at all. You can be still, you can sit and still be productive. And I say this because even though you're not actually doing anything as far as, working or writing or teaching or moving, you're actually doing something for you. You are centering, you are grounding, you are putting yourself in a better frame of mind. And I think that is one of the most important things you can do. So I want to have you, if you can, if you're in a place that allows it, take a moment and just sit down. If you're in like a space like this, like if you have created a dedicated meditation space, or even if you're just in your bedroom, sit down. If you're in your kitchen or your living room, wherever you can, have a seat. And if you find that sitting is not comfortable, lay down, lay on the floor. Sometimes I have, like, my back hurts sometimes, and I want to meditate, but sitting upright and crisscross applesauce, all that stuff is not comfortable for me. So I will lay down, and it feels good, first of all, but it also gives me a chance to stay connected with my practice and to meet my practice and have my practice meet me where I am. So Today, we are going to focus on just sitting. And if you're anything like me, like I was at the beginning of my practice, just doing that was really difficult. So I hope you learn and understand that where you are is where you are, and that is where you are. And that is fine. You cannot expect yourself to go from not having ever meditated to being, Swami or something. So if you can, sit, cross your legs, posture, good. Um, and you can't see it, I'll show you. But right now, I'm sitting on a pillow because that feels good to me. If you want to sit on a pillow, sit on a pillow. If you want to sit on a ball, sit on a ball. Whatever feels good to you, do that. Your practice is about doing what feels good to you, because that is the only way you can make this worth it. No one wants to do something that they don't enjoy. We do things like that all day long. We go to work if we don't, really don't wanna. We have to get up early and we really don't wanna. That doesn't really feel good to us. So right now, as we meet on the mat and as we spend this time together, I hope that this is something that feels good to you and that you make it something that feels good to you. So if you want to sit, lay, stand, kneel, pray, whatever it is you do that and let it feel good to you. For the next minute or so, we are going to, together, we are going to breathe. Please don't stop breathing. We're gonna breathe, and more than anything, we're gonna focus on just sitting and not moving and not doing anything. But if you want to, you can. You can kind of move it out a little bit. That's perfectly fine. I'm going to set my timer. And for a moment, I'll guide you through sitting, being, and breathing. So here we go. Just for a minute. So take a very deep breath. I know it's been, for me, a very long week. So we're going to take a deep breath in through our nose and out through our mouth. And I want you, as you breathe, notice if you feel any movements anywhere in your body, whether it's your legs, your arms, your fingers, if you're really talented, your ears. If you notice any movement there, just notice it. Don't judge it. Don't think that, because my legs are tingling or moving, I'm not doing this right. You're doing this absolutely right. Notice that movement and accept it and be thankful for the movement, and then let it pass. You can do this, and it'll take a little while for it to kind of be a thing, but you can do it. That was a whole minute. Can you believe that that was a minute? We just sat still. Well, maybe you just sat still. I think I moved a little bit. For a whole minute. I am going to now kind of continue the breath and continue to talk you through the stillness. So if you want, you can, put me down or just kind of put me off to the side so you can still hear my voice, but so that you can relax comfortably. So you want to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. In yoga, this is called, there's something called the lion's breath. So you breathe in through your nose, and as you breathe out your mouth, you stick your tongue out and you really let that air out. So you go like this. Now, as silly as that may feel, it feels really good to just let all of that air out of your lungs and kind of let everything go. So let's continue to breathe and focus on any movements you feel in your body. And as those movements happen, understand that you are a living being, and even in your stillest moments, your body is still moving, your heart is still beating, your blood is still pumping. You are still a thing, which is awesome. I'm glad to have you with me. So, and so to have a little movement in your arms or your back or your legs, your feet, that's okay. Where we meet on our mat is being able to see those movements, to feel those movements, to not judge those movements, to let them be what they are and let them pass. Those things, those feelings, and even your emotions, we'll deal with that later, but it's kind of like clouds covering a really clear sky. They come and they go, but the sky is always there. So breathe deeply and explore any minute movements. Let them go. Do not judge them. Do not judge you. You are doing this just right. So I hope that you continue this practice even for just a few more minutes after we're done here. And whenever you feel that things are kind of busy and hectic, no matter where you are, just kind of sit. I don't advise you, laying on the floor at work or, in the middle of the bus, but no matter where you are, just sit and try to pull in pull in all of the emotion and all the things that you feel into this one space and just breathe through it and sit still and be as still as you're able. And I hope that this is helpful, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time. I hope you have a really, really, really great week. I'm in Virginia, so we're planning to get some pretty bad snow. So hopefully I don't have to go to work tomorrow. I thank you guys for visiting iPractice. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, please share it, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. The Facebook channel or the Facebook page, I should say, is up and running. I have changed the name from the Prajna Meditation Group to iPractice, so soon it will be switched over. But I thank you guys very much for taking some time out to sit on the mat with me, and I look forward to seeing you again. Just remember, you're made of star stuff. You are great, and the universe recognizes its own, and you are fantastic, just like every single star in the galaxy. Thank you, and blessings.